And we're back in the tense chambers of King Shahryar, where we pick up our story on the 26th night. Shahrazad is once again spinning a tale, and as you know, it's the only thing keeping multiple people alive right now. So just to recap where we left off, the king's favorite hunchback is dead, and we have 4 suspects lined up all ready for the executioner: a tailor, a Jewish doctor, a steward, and a Christian broker. And the wildest part? Every single one of them has confessed, but we know none of them are actually guilty. So just as the noose is being readied, the Christian broker, in a last-ditch effort, steps up. He makes a bold claim. He tells the king, "I have a story from my own life that is so incredible, so much more wondrous than this whole hunchback situation, you won't believe it." It's a heck of a gamble. And with that, the broker begins his story. He takes everyone back in time, to the chaotic, vibrant streets of Egypt. We meet our protagonist, a young, handsome, and very wealthy merchant who's just arrived from Baghdad, ready to make his mark on the world. So the young man is just chilling at a merchant's stall, and then she appears. He can't even see her face, but her perfume, her presence, it's completely intoxicating. Right there, in that one single moment, he is absolutely captivated. He's a goner. And things move fast. I mean, really fast. He sees her admiring this incredibly expensive cloth, woven with pure gold thread. And without even thinking, he buys it for her. Just like that. An insane gesture. As a thank you, she lifts her veil and lets him see her face. And well, that's it. His fate is sealed. She tells him to come to her home the next day. The next day, he shows up, and the place is, well, it's beyond anything he could have imagined. This isn't just a house, it's a full-blown palace. We're talking gold ceilings, patterned marble floors, and this stunning garden you can see from every angle. I mean, talk about walking out of the dusty streets and right into a dream. So this first taste of paradise, it quickly becomes his everyday life. But as he's about to find out, living in paradise comes with a very, very steep price tag. What began as this whirlwind romance turns into a daily ritual. Every single day, he visits her. And every day, he brings her gifts: roasted lamb, sweets, wine, and leaves her with 50 gold dinars. For an entire year, he does this. He sells off all his merchandise, all his property, piece by piece, turning his entire fortune into these daily offerings for her. So after a full year of living this incredible, intoxicating life, he wakes up one morning and it hits him. The money's gone. The fortune he brought from Baghdad has been completely spent. He has absolutely nothing left. A big, fat zero. And that realization just crushes him. He's totally alone, he's broke, and he understands with this horrifying clarity that this all-consuming love has led him to total and complete financial ruin. He just wanders out into the city, completely dazed, full of shame and despair. And it's in this moment of absolute weakness, lost in a massive crowd, that a terrible temptation just sort of presents itself. He's at the city's main gates, the Bab Zuela, and it's packed with people. He gets shoved up against a soldier. And it's not even a thought-out plan, it's just pure, desperate instinct. His hand brushes against the soldier's pocket, he feels a purse, and he takes it. But see, he's not a thief. He's terrible at it. The soldier instantly feels that the purse is gone, turns around, grabs him, and just smacks him down with a mace. The crowd immediately swarms around them as the soldier shouts that he's caught a common criminal. And just then, in the worst possible timing, the wali, the city governor, happens to be passing by. He sees the commotion. The accusation is clear, and there's no way out. The governor orders his men to search the young man, and of course, they find the stolen purse. Inside, 20 dinars. Well, there's no escaping it now. With witnesses, the evidence, and his own confession, there's only one outcome. Justice, in that time and place, was swift and unbelievably brutal. An executioner is called, and the hand that took the purse is cut off. So now he's in agony, bleeding, completely shamed. He wraps what's left of his arm in a cloth and just stumbles back to the only place he knows to go, her house. He is fully expecting her to be disgusted and throw him out into the street. And this is where the story completely flips on its head. The gap between what he was expecting, shame, disgust, the end of everything, and what actually happened is just staggering. What he found wasn't an ending, it was a new beginning. She sees his horrific injury, and instead of pulling away, she brings him inside and opens a huge chest. And it's filled with all these little handkerchiefs. Inside each one, the 50 dinars he had given her every single day for a year. She hadn't spent any of it, not one coin. She had saved it all for him.
See, in her mind, what he did wasn't a crime, it was proof, the ultimate sacrifice driven by his love for her. And she repays that sacrifice completely. She calls witnesses right then and there and marries him. She makes him the legal owner of everything she owns, and then dedicates herself to nursing him back to health.
But this isn't a simple fairy tale ending. Just as they start this new life together, tragedy strikes. After only 50 days of marriage, she gets sick and dies, leaving him with all of his money back and all of hers too, but without her. And that's where the Christian broker ends his story. He turns to the king and basically says, "So, a tale of that much love, that much loss, that much incredible fate, surely that's more amazing than the story of how some hunchback died, right?" The king listens to the whole incredible story, he thinks about it for a moment, and then he gives his verdict. He's completely unmoved. He says, "Nope, not wondrous enough." He tells the executioner to hang all 4 of them. And this right here is the absolute genius of Shahrazad's storytelling. Because just as the king delivers that final shocking verdict, the sun starts to come up. The 26th night is over. And the king, and let's be honest, all of us, are left completely hanging, desperate to find out what in the world could possibly happen next.